Hi, welcome back to Sold by Vic. Today we're going to be talking about 5 tips for landlords. Whether you are a new landlord considering becoming one or a seasoned vet, these 5 tips are going to help you become both a better landlord and help you get the most out of your rental properties. I'm Vic, a realtor in the Greater Toronto area, and I'm here to help you on your real estate journey. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, invest, or rent, I'm here to help. Make sure you stick around till the end of the video for a couple of bonus tips. We'll get into everything right after the intro. So the first tip I'd like to give you today would be to make sure that you screen all of your potential tenants very thoroughly. And this might seem very intuitive, but most people end up neglecting this step. And it's much easier to be a little more prudent when you're selecting your tenants than going through all of the legal hassles if you're trying to evict them. So what this really means is having a proper rental application, which would include both a job letter, a credit check, a background check, their personal information, as well as some references, and make sure you actually call all of the references. I know it might seem like a bit of a hassle, but you want to do all of your due diligence on your end to make sure you're getting great tenants. So the second tip I'd like to give you today would be in regards to maintenance and repairs. It's important to take care of any repairs, no matter how small they are, very promptly, because small things can grow into big things and big things can really hurt your wallet. It's also important to set aside some savings for maintenance and repairs, because at the end of the day, you don't want it to impact you and put a lot of financial stress on you if you haven't already prepared for it. The third and final thing here would be to make sure that you only hired licensed contractors for any maintenance and or repairs that do come up. So the third tip I'd like to give you today would be to know and make sure you abide by all of the laws surrounding landlords and tenants in your given area. These vary area, state to province, and these generally highlight the rights and responsibilities of both tenants and landlords. Make sure that you follow these procedures, because in such a lawsuit-laden society, it's important to cover your bases. So the fourth tip I'd like to give you today would be to make sure that everything is well documented and to keep your contracts all in writing. A verbal contract simply just doesn't hold up with the same weight in court as a written one. Ensure that you all have all your rights and responsibilities on both your part as well as your tenant's part written out in your contract. In Ontario, we can actually follow the standard Ontario lease agreement, and this really simplifies things as all Ontario rentals must follow this. So the fifth tip I'd like to give you today would be to make sure that you price your rental property right. Make sure that you are charging the appropriate amount of rent. Too many times I see landlords complaining that their property hasn't been rented and it might be on the market for 1, 2, 3 months, and they just simply can't figure out why it hasn't rented. And then they come and ask me, they're like, Dilvier, why is my property not renting? And I'll just take a look around. I will do a market analysis, and usually 9 times out of 10, it's priced way too high. When a property is priced too high, you're not going to have anyone putting any serious offers in. It's just going to be used as a comparison to boost the value for the rentals around the area. So as promised, I have a couple of quick bonus tips for you. So the first of which would be to make sure that all of your communication with your tenants is open, available, and professional. This really makes things easier if there's no friction between the communication between your tenants and yourself. Ensure that you have homeowners insurance and that your tenants also have tenants insurance. The third and final thing here would be to make sure that you set up regular home inspections, because it is your property at the end of the day, and as long as you give proper notice, there should be no issue with you taking a look around. If you found any value at all from this video today, I would really appreciate it if you could drop a like below as well as subscribe. I'd also love it if you could share or repost it, and it might help someone else you know on their real estate journey. If you had any questions or wanted to contact me, you could find all of my contact information at soldbyvic.com, or you could reach me at soldbyvic on both Facebook and Instagram. Thanks again. This has been Sold by Vic. Take care.